Alright, here again with my special guest, other Sarah without an H.
Your special guest. This is my special friend, Sara.
That's how I introduced Jared last time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've been told that I'm bad at introing people at the beginning of these, so...
We could have had, I could have popped up from the back and it would have been, like, themed.
So that's what off-screen Letty looks like.
Yeah. No.
There were some people who just straight up, like, didn't recognize Jared in the Warcraft one, like, if you've only been watching the show for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So there were some people like, am I supposed to recognize that guy?
Yeah. I didn't really recognize him. I knew I'd seen him something, but...
Jared?
Yeah.
He's a big Warcraft fan. That's really all you need to know.
Okay.
That and he saw Mr. Popper's Penguins in the theater.
Oh.
Would you like to pimp out your Patreon page?
I guess. I mean, it's okay, so it's patreon.com/Seraphim, I think, and it's SARAPHIM.
Well, if that's wrong, and it's somebody else's, that person is...
There's a picture of me, so...
Merry Christmas, other person.
You're welcome. I got cool art of me, like, as an angel, so maybe that'll help. Yeah, there's not really anything better right now, but...
We just got out of Conjuring 2. Normally, Brian would have been... this is the kind of movie that me and Brian would be at. But in case you hadn't heard, Brian's dealing with... he and Letty are going through some stuff. Letty's dad passed away, and if you want to help with that if you want to donate to that, go to our website. It's thecinemasnob.com, and on this video there'll be a GoFundMe link on there. So if you feel like donating, go for it. If not, at least share it around.
Share it with your rich uncle.
Yeah.
Daddy Warbucks.
The third. So I've seen Conjuring 2 today and had Tex-Mex for lunch, so that's twice today I've shit my pants.
Only one for me, thanks. I'm used to the Conjuring, so...
That had nothing to do with the Tex-Mex or the movie. You're just excited they had Ecto Cooler in there.
Yeah, oh yeah, I finally had it, but I'll have to take your word for it that it was green, because I didn't see it.
So you just gotta pour it in your hand a little bit and just, yes, it is green.
Yeah.
Or I just sneezed on there. So good.
Stuff. Oh, good movie.
If you like the first one, you'll really like this one too. I love the first movie. Thought the first movie was scary as shit. This one, I think, is actually just as good as the first one.
Oh, yeah.
It's right there on par with the first.
Yeah.
God damn, I love James Wan movies.
It's so good.
I really do. Like, I have to see so many shitty haunted house exorcism movies, because god damn, they're a dime a fucking dozen, and there's about one every fucking month. So typically I'm usually like, I'm tired of seeing like a fucking exorcism movie or a haunted house movie. Give me a slasher movie or something. But fuck, when James Wan does one, I'm still all about it.
I love that you can laugh in these. Like,
it is a funny movie.
Yeah, it was. I joked. I said it was a romantic comedy because it's all like it gets all schmaltzy at the end, and you're like,
it's really sweet. It's actually a fairly uplifting film.
Yeah. But you're like, cheesy grin at the end.
Yeah. These Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga are so good in this. They have such great chemistry. These two characters just love each other to death. They respect each other. They have each other's back. It's great seeing these two on camera together. They're both fantastic actors. They fucking sell this shit like mad.
Yeah.
The funniest laugh I got in the movie was the guy sitting next to me. Okay, it's the scene where the Warrens are debating back and forth whether they want to help out this family. And he says, Ed Warren says, we've never turned down a family before. We know the risks involved. We should do it. And the guy sitting next to me, he's like this 45-year-old man sitting next to me, just suddenly goes, "You have a daughter."
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
hey, she made an appearance.
Yeah, she did.
She was in the movie.
It's like, they have a job, bro.
Yeah.
They have a fucking job they gotta do. So there's risks.
They just keep demonic possessed stuff in their basement. It's fine.
They didn't take the daughter with them.
Yeah. It's fine. Oh, God.
James Wan is just a master of setting up tension, suspense.
My heart.
He does things so well that other movies do so shitty. Like in this, yeah, there's a few jump scares in this, but they're really fucking earned. And there's parts in this movie where you just see random shit just in the background, just like sitting there. And there's no jump scare, there's no cheap stinger that goes along with it. He actually builds up this thing that most horror movies forget about called suspense.
Oh my gosh.
There's this whole sequence in here involving this crazy nun painting and this shadow going across the wall. Like, it's just chilling watching this. And yeah, it's part of like this kind of fake out dream sequence, which is one trope that I really hate in this kind of movie. But this does it so well because it's showing Lorraine Warren kind of waking up for this and kind of it's still happening. And you're not sure if like, yeah, okay, this was kind of her dreaming, but is this sort of real as well?
Yeah.
Just little things like that he's great at. James Wan, he knows movies. He knows horror movies. He knows what horror movie audiences want to see. And this is really good, spooky shit.
Yeah. Like, I hate being scared. I hate scary movies. I avoid them at all costs. I think the last one I saw was probably Exorcism of Emily Rose. And then I just happened to see The Conjuring on TV. And it's just so well set up and put together, and the suspense builds for so long that I was so drawn in that I accidentally watched the rest of it, and I was like,
accidentally.
Yeah, well, I was like, well, now I can't turn it off because I'm invested in the story, and I loved that one, and I rewatched it again on TV the other day, and when this one started, I was like, okay, I'm seeing kind of a formula go where it's like establish the fun, like, it's the 70s.
This one starts in Amityville, and like there's this 5-minute Amityville horror sequence in this movie that's better than most of the Amityville horror movies you've ever seen.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
Yeah, it was so good. It was better than the Annabelle sequence at the beginning of the first one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Annabelle shows up at the end of this, just like in the little thing at the end, like in the little glass house.
Looming. And the music box from the first one.
Yeah.
God, it was terrifying.
It's good. It's great because it gives you characters that you give a fuck about. Like, you feel like the movie is about 2 hours and 15 minutes long because it really, and I've got no problem with that here because this movie sets up the Warrens dealing with the stuff from Amityville that they're dealing with at the beginning, them pondering whether they want to kind of continue doing cases, and then simultaneously we're getting to know this family, this single mother and her 4 kids, and it's setting up their whole world, their school life and everything.
So goddamn charming.
Yeah, they're really likable.
Can you believe she was smoking at school?
Yeah, that was fun. That was funny. It's a really likable family, and once it gets into the nitty-gritty of the movie, they actually do have discussions in it about whether they think it's a hoax or not. And it's different than a typical movie like this where they're saying like, ghost, yeah, like whatever. This is like they're actually kind of weighing facts and what they've seen and what was only kind of speculation. Like, they're looking at the picture of the girl leaping up and
she's levitating,
and they're not sure if like it's real or if she's just kind of mid-jump. Like, they actually do have intelligent and honest conversations about whether this shit's real, whether it's real or whether it's just another hoax. And it being a movie, it's real in the movie.
It's real.
Yeah. Like, I mean, that's, look, there's gonna be people out there who are pissed off that this movie says it's based on a true story. All I have to say to that is, welcome to the movies.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like,
based on.
if you want to see like something about Amityville or this that is based in some kind of real, watch a documentary or something.
Yeah.
Watch a documentary. The movie is what it is. It's a really smartly written fun house of horrors, and it does it really well. But look, like, if this movie is 100% accurate, then then that means ghosts exist. Heaven and hell exist.
A demon.
Like,
Actual demons.
Like, we no longer need to be having this debate about religion and everything. It fucking exists. Like, trying to act all smart and high and mighty because you're like, that movie's not true.
Yeah.
That doesn't make you smart. That makes you a cynical ass.
Yeah. But I love the way that they kind of combined at the end in the credits they show actual photos of the events and then they compare it to what they showed in the movie as a prop with the characters, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that they had actual evidence of the time.
Oh, I liked at the beginning in the Amityville segment where it was showing the demon boy looking around the thing with the big glowing eyes.
Nope.
Oh, so scary. I love that shit.
I hate scary children.
It's
always the children.
I love a good 70s haunted house movie.
Oh.
That's why these Conjuring movies are so great.
Yeah, that guy's got it going on.
Jesus, that guy.
The funniest part to me was whenever she hears the voice in the dark corner of the room and she turns on the light and it's all those like 70s celebrity photos and you're like,
oh. Starsky and Hutch. Starsky and Hutch, yeah.
In the corner.
Like, I was kicking myself for not wearing my Starsky and Hutch shirt. I have one and I did bring it with me.
Darn it. You missed out.
Whatever. There was no Starsky or Hutch on this shirt. Damn it.
That shirt needs more Starsky and or Hutch.
I'm
the thing, so I'm a little superstitious about some things, and they get to the part, so spoiler alert, there's a part where they're talking about the demon's name and needing the name, and I go, please don't tell me that name. Please do not say that name out loud because I don't need that in my brain. I don't need that.
Like Beetlejuice?
Yeah, no, it's like, I don't know, it's scary. So I'm like, don't tell me. And then they say it, and I'm like, I hope that's a fake name.
That's a fucking creepy looking nun, man.
Oh, God, that nun. Why? Why is it always nuns?
I don't know, but it's another thing that, like, I've seen the creepy nun in movies before, like that piece of shit Devil Inside movie. Hell, that's the box cover for that movie. That nun's only in it for like a split second. In this, again, it's James Wan still taking a bunch of different tropes and imagery you've seen in some other things, like the creepy nun and the creepy painting on the wall, but goddamn, still making it terrifying, still making it feel fresh. Like, the whole sequence where Vera Farmiga is standing there and that nun painting is behind her with its creepy eyes looking in. Holy shit.
God, I was trying to forget that, thank you. I think that was the only part where I was like looking off to the side of the screen like, nope, I don't need to see what's gonna happen here.
I get excited every time there's a James Wan movie out. Like, there's only been one movie of his that I didn't really like all that much, and that was the second Insidious movie. But even then, like,
That's what that kid reminded me of. I was like, what is this kid, the kid with the glowy eyes at the beginning? I was like, this seems like it's from something.
That's a picture from Amityville, the Amityville house. Like, the kid, like, looking around the corner with the glowing eyes.
No thank you.
Shit's real, bro.
Yeah.
But no, like, but I wasn't that big of a fan of the second Insidious movie, but a not so good James Wan movie is still a million times better than like a regular shitty horror film.
The only thing that kept taking me out of it is I probably already said that. At the very beginning when she first, the haunting first happens. Oh, I'm sorry, it's hot in Oklahoma.
It's probably the same in Illinois.
Yeah. The song that's playing, like, you can faintly hear it in the background, is the I Love You song from Barney. And I'm like, I don't know if that's an actual song that Barney took the tune from, but all I could think of was that Barney is haunting this house.
I missed that.
It's Barney. Well, the old man whistles it when he's going up the stairs when she's on the ceiling.
I thought he was whistling something else. Oh, it was the Barney theme? Or like the I Love You thing?
Yeah, that's the tune to it anyway. I don't know if that's from something. But I was just like, oh God, Barney, no!
It had the Hollies on the soundtrack. They played Bus Stop at one point. The older couple next to me was singing along with it.
Yeah, there was a lot of conversation going on in that movie. Where I
could hear rumblings in the back, and I was hearing like shh and stuff like that. Yeah. I was seated next to like Judgy McJudgerson couple. Like, you have a daughter.
Yeah.
They also have a job, sir.
It was kind of ruining it for me because it'd be dead quiet in the house and you're like hearing whisperings and I'm like, is that in the movie or am I hearing the girl who thinks that Elvis part is so sweet?
That's how they get you.
She was just like, "Aww."
The Elvis part was sweet.
It was, but she kept going,
Man.
"Aww."
Patrick Wilson's charming as fuck.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh God, I love Patrick Wilson.
I could hear your panties moisten during that part.
Well, that was also because of the shit. Well, before I start melting, if you like the first one, you'll like this one. If you didn't like the first one, you know what? I still say watch this. I mean, maybe you'd like it better. I don't know, but at least give it a chance. This is a really, really great movie. I love it as much as I did the first one. I recommend it just as much as I did the first movie. I hope that there's more of these.
Oh yeah.
I hope
I
there's
want more.
Me too. I hope that there's just a lot more of these movies that continues on with these two characters. Like, I know they did that Annabelle spin-off, but that wasn't very good. I don't necessarily want so much of that, but I would love to see more of these two people's adventures.
Oh yeah. They're like my new favorite superheroes.
Exactly. Hell yeah. You got Mrs. Bates and Night Owl, man.
Yeah. Oh my God, he was Night Owl. I totally forgot. Yeah.
All right. Next week is I think it's Finding Dory.
Oh boy.
I think it's Finding Dory. I don't know. Dave's back now, so Dave will probably be in a lot more videos now. He's got to catch up and see some more bad movies. Otherwise, like, he ain't gonna have enough movies at the end of the year to do worse.
Yeah.
Whatever looks really shitty, well, that's Dave if he wants to see it.
Yay. No more me and Vexed. Thank you.
He's lucky he missed Vexed. That's gonna be one of those situations like last year where, like, everyone else's worst movie of the year on the site was War Room, and mine would have been had I not seen Dancing It's On. So that'll probably be like that this year too. Like, everyone else will probably have the same one, but mine will probably be Vaxxed.
I'm sorry. But also,
no.
damn you.
Vaxxed.
It's number one on my worst list.
What Vaxxed is?
Yeah, I can already tell you.
Because
I don't see many movies.
like I said in the video, it will most likely be mine. Normally I don't call it that soon, but I feel, not saying I won't see something worse, but I'm just
here's hoping.
Calling it. I'm gonna go ahead and call this one. All right. See it.
Bye forever.